All right, let's take a look at the front. So when you're working out and you're doing all of your dumbbell presses and dumbbell curls and machines and all that, I'm going to show you what muscles you're working and how they all layer on top of each other. It's pretty cool. So when you look at your chest, you're going to have your pec muscles, and there's three different divisions. So you've got the pec major, pec major, and then when we start to peel this away, you're going to see the pec minor underneath there. You've got your deltoids over here, biceps, all the muscles in your forearms that flex your forearm and your arm. And then you've got your abdominal muscles over here. And so these are the guys that when you get lean enough, you start to see all these striations and everything on the rib cage. And then you've got your rectus muscles, and you can see the divisions in here. So as you get leaner and leaner and leaner, you hear people say, I want to get a 6-pack. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really an 8-pack. And then this down here is really smooth. So you can see those divisions in between each one of those muscles. And then down here, you've got your hip flexors, hip adductors. So let's peel some layers off here. So when we peel this off, again, you're going to see the pec muscles. Up here, you're going to see the muscles in your neck. And now you can see where those pec muscles attach, right up here on this bone. And they run over like this. And so a lot of times when people get tendonitis and they feel it at the top of their arm and their bicep, or it might even be that pec major attachment right there. Sometimes it's right up in here. You can see all these intercostal muscles. These are the ones that help you breathe. So when you take a deep breath in and out, they force the air in and out. And as you come down here, you're going to see another layer to your abdominal muscles. And then you can see the gluteus medius from the side here. Quadriceps, that's where it attaches right up on your hip. Let's peel another layer away here. All right, so now you're going to see where some of these muscles attach to the bones. So you can see the pec minor is underneath your pec major, and it attaches right up here. And now you can see the rectus abdominis muscles, and they're deep. They're underneath that layer, so you've got to get the body fat down to actually see those bad boys. I'll take another layer off here. And now you can start to see where some of those rotator cuff muscles attach. Diaphragm. And so from the back, if you remember, I showed you this guy right here. This is the one that causes a lot of back pain. The interesting thing about this muscle is that it's on the back side, but it can also flex your trunk if it's put into the right position. And that's where it causes problems. And then this guy right here is a hip flexor, and it can cause a lot of back issues as well. And you can see how long that thing is. It's really big, it's really strong. And this is the one that you hear people say that you need to stretch most of the time. It can become very, very hyperactive, and it's very easy to excite it and cause it to shorten, which is going to cause some issues for your back if it's not stretched out. And then you've got this other part of it right in here. And so both of those guys can cause some issues. And they run down. This one runs down and attaches right on the inside of your leg. And then as we remove another layer, you're going to see those erector muscles on the back, pelvic diaphragm. So pretty cool. Hopefully that gives you a visual of what you're working when you're training and how your muscles all work together. It's a really intricate system, and they're literally all attached to each other. So if you were to wrap yourself with a rubber band and you pull on one end, it's going to have an effect on the other end. And that's why all these things need to be in sync.